Welcome back, you beautiful people. We all know that one person that just throws their bike on the floor drive side, or tries forever just try to stand his bike up and it keeps falling over. We all know that. I'm a guilty one, throwing my bike on his drive side. Today, I'm going to show you how to stand your bike up like a pro. Number one, I'm going to kick it off with this. I call this the overhang bike stand. Only because the tree's overhanging, but you can do this anywhere. You can do this on a park bench, just like this. Yes, anywhere there's a little bit of an overhang, you can jam your front wheel in and basically it'll just lock in there, and it's literally, look at that, it's just straight as a die. It's not even leaning over. The only thing that's touching is rubber against wood. My beautiful Pole bike is not gonna get scratched. It's basically brand new. So I don't wanna get scratched. Moving on. Man, that's such a climb. That is such a climb. No, not on your gears. Leaning against the tree, silly person. Oh, calm down, sorry, yeah. Get tree. Okay, you don't want to be that guy who gets to the top of the trail, too tired to put his bike up and throws it drive side down. Now, I know someone that does that. His name's called Jack. Yes, Jack, I've called you out on it. You've done it a lot. You want to put it non-drive side to save your gears, especially if they cost a little bit of money, and any gears really, because you can destroy them. Now, the best one is to lean it against a tree. It's a cheap one, but it's a perfect natural way to stand your bike up at the woods. You can do it on a bar end, or you can do it with a pedal or on your saddle. I wouldn't recommend just throwing your bike up against the tree like that, because you can scratch your top tube or the side of your bike. You don't really want to be doing that. You could be doing it with the back of your saddle. Again, non-drive side. If you put it against the tree, drive side, it's going to crush your derailleur in. You don't want to be doing that. But the bars, now that is a nice way of just looking after your bike a little bit more on the trail. Right, let's move on. What if you get to the top of the trail and you have nowhere to stand your bike? You don't want to put it on the floor because it's a freshie, just like my new bike right here, and I don't want to put it on the floor. This one is called the Phantom. Why? Because it's going to like stand there levitating against something though. It's a little secret of ours. I'm going to have to go and find it, and I have to put my bike on the floor. I'll be back in a bit. This woodland has a lot of them, but you got to find the right one. No. Oh, no. Oh, yes. The perfect stick for the job. Right, I found it. Yes, it's the stick that's gonna help make this possible. Now, you wanna find a good stick. Look, this one's pretty straight, strong, but you want it to be 12 inches long. So roughly, I'm gonna snap it there, throw that piece away. Now look at that. That is for this. Voila. That is how you stand a bike like a pro. Now I can take a photo of it for the bike vault. Look how sexy it looks, man. And you don't even know it's standing on a stick because it's behind my derailleur. That's why it's called the Phantom, if you didn't know. Oh, look at that flapping. Where people are going to be like, how you stand your bike up? And I get questions like that all the time. There's a number of places you can put the stick to help balance your bike up straight. You can put it in the pedal, just like that, but this has a tendency to roll forward because it's on the crank arm, and also the pedal can twist. It's a good place to put it. I've done it there before. You can put it in that hole there on your crank arm, but then it's not really called the Phantom like stand because you can see it when you take a photo of it. It still does the job, but I recommend going in between your disc and the rear swing arm, just in there. It's not going to hurt your disc and it's not going to hurt your paintwork. It's just going to be hidden because of your derailleur if you take a picture of it for the bike vault. That is the best place to put a stick. And look, it stood up. I'm not going to get muddy bar ends. This one, my friends, is called the pedal stand. Now, there's a wrong way and a right way to be doing this. You can do this on a curb, you can do this on any ledge that's higher than your cranks. Now, the wrong way is when you have your crank arm and your pedal facing forward. Now, what I mean by this is when you put it down and you put your bike up, it's just gonna lift off like that, and your bike's just gonna topple over. What you wanna do is bring your pedal to the back of the bike, just like this, a little bit lower than flat. Push your bike against it, lock it in with the drive, locking the back wheel up, locking your pedal into the rock, and voila, your bike is stood up. How cool is that? You can do this on a curb, any ledge, a stump, anything. This rock is perfect. Oh, look, a stump. Easy. Nice. Right, this one derives from the moto world, and I'm gonna call out, it's the Sump Out. Look at that, or the Stump Out. That's a good way of keeping your bike up straight. It's as straight as a die. Look at that. You can do this anywhere. You can do this on a muddy bank, you can do this on a stump, call it the Stump Out. You can do this on a rock if you have a bash ring, because you don't really wanna do any damage to your chain. This is wood, so we're all good. The Sump Out.